Hi Richard, Barnaby here from Heavy Hitter Sales Video. Just doing a free website analysis for wacontainerservices.com.au. Now this website, it's really good. It's been designed well. There's a nice logo. I like how this navigation bar follows me down so I don't have to keep scrolling around to get around your website. It's a well-designed website, but it isn't a sales website. Now a sales website is something that directly talks to a customer or a prospect on the page. It works around the clock to capture you leads, works around the clock channeling people into your sales funnel, and just generally building that exposure to WA Container Services. It's like having another salesman, but one that's always there and works around the clock. So what we look for in a direct response website as opposed to a brochure website, first thing are headings. Now a brochure website is one that just offers information about a business. It lists business features. A direct response or sales oriented website talks to the customer and states customer benefits. Now the only big headline that you have on your page is just the name of the business. This doesn't really draw people in, answer a customer question, or solve a customer problem in any way. It's just a statement. Same with these. These are lists of the things that people can do with your business, and this is really good. It's important to have that. And it's great that you have these fantastic images and that you haven't cluttered the page up with too much text like so many of the competition do. But it still doesn't respond to a prospect. It's just information there for them to then look into and find out for themselves. Now an example of headings that talk to the person on the page is on the hungerproject.org.au in the What's for Lunch project section. So this is a project where people can donate their lunch money, and the money will go to people in third world countries to start up their own farms so that they can feed themselves. So this is a job we did for this charity, and as you can see, everything relates to the person on the page. Your lunch money has the power, blah, blah, blah. Join this. Satisfy your hunger to make a difference. Donate your lunch money. Get involved. It's always, and share today. Everything is responding to the person on the page. It's directed towards them and is designed to draw them in, build interest, and have them make a connection with the website and therefore the organization behind the website. Sea Containers, this website just doesn't have anything like that. There's this make an inquiry form, which is good. It's bold, it's in the right place, but it asks the person to get in contact with you with a specific request or message, and then you can get back in contact with them, and then back and forth, and maybe you can make a sale off them doing some work. And none of the text either really addresses the customer. It says what you guys can do, which is typical of a brochure website, but it isn't part of a sales-oriented website. There's also no way for you to really capture the names or emails of prospects. Now you have this inquiry form, and this is for people who know basically what they're after, and they're just going to direct that question to you or make a call. Now this is very typical. It's quite an old method of making inquiries about a business or a service. But so when people are looking for a higher order good, such as container hire or sale or something like that, so something that's going to cost them a bit, they're going to look around, check out the competition, see what you guys can do, see what other people can do, etc. They want to educate themselves first, and nowadays people do that on the internet. It saves having to get in contact directly with a business and deal with salespeople, and basically they can get a really quick snapshot of what they want. It's quicker, easier, and less hassle for them. So asking them to make an inquiry to you guys is basically not what people are looking for nowadays. They're looking for information on the site or something like that that'll just straight away give them what they want to know, and then they can move on and check out the competition or what else there is. So if you had a way to capture those prospects, those ones who aren't going to make an inquiry, who aren't going to call you, but they still want to know about your services, if you had a way to capture them, that is a massive part of the market that you're currently missing out on. You see, people normally, when they're looking for a good such as this, about 3% of people know what they're after and they'll buy straight away when they land on the website. About 50% of people who don't buy straight away could become paying customers if you were to give them the right information, the right specials, and just generally build that relationship with them over a couple of months. These aren't immediate, spontaneous purchases. People look into it and do the research and think about it. If WA Container Services is the brand that they associate with good information, the help they needed, solving their problems every step of the way, the decision has already been made and it's going to be with you guys. Now, the way that you capture this is through an opt-in box. It's similar to this enquiry box, but it's far more streamlined, far easier to use, and far more attractive for someone to fill in and get in contact with you. Now, this has a number of benefits. Firstly, they're getting involved with your website. They like it and they're using it, and now your brand has a stronger link with them than the other brands. Secondly, you get the contact information which you can use for your marketing purposes over that period of months to nurture them from a prospect into a paying customer. But then the prospect is also getting something in return. See, an opt-in box works by an exchange. It has to be win-win. You get their contact information, but they have to get something in return. It could be an automatic email response telling them 5 things you have to know about Sea Container Hire, or give us your contact details and we can call you with a quote, something like that. So they get something in return for their contact information, which you can then use for your own purposes. So our website, Heavy Hitter Sales Video, has this. In the same position as your inquiry box, we have an opt-in box. As you can see, it's far simpler for someone to fill in. There's very few boxes to fill in. It's large, it's attractive, but then the button, get my free website analysis. So whoever fills this in will get a free analysis similar to the one I'm doing for you right now. So they get something that they want, they come to our website looking to improve their website, and automatically, straight away, we're giving them something in exchange for their contact information. They get something, and now we have something which we can use, as I said, to give them information about our products, specials, let them know what they need to know to make their website better, and then eventually we're going to be the company that they choose to go with. As I was saying about focusing on business features as opposed to customer benefits, all of the text really just lists what the features that you guys have. It doesn't really list customer benefits such as absolute ease of mind when traveling interstate or something like that, like we'll take care of it for you. These sorts of things, these are what customers are looking for in your services, but you're just not saying, you're not letting them know that you can do it. You're just letting them know what you do. Now, I noticed on one of the pages on this site that there are some customer testimonials, and that's really cool. That's really good. Customer testimonials are fantastic. Word of mouth is definitely the best way to sell because people trust what their friends and people they meet say about a product or business. And a testimonial is just a way to extend that onto a web page. But for testimonials to work, they have to be in the right place and they have to be quality, honest, and truthful testimonials. Now, to give them that credibility, you need to give a name and maybe a business and always a photograph of the person giving the testimonial. Now, you've been in the business for a while and I'm sure you can get a large list of quality testimonials of people who are happy with your service and are happy to spread that word. Now, having testimonials is great, but they have to be in the right place. So a website that does this fantastically is grasshopper.com. Now, Grasshopper offers call services to businesses, but what's fascinating about Grasshopper is that they have one of the best sales websites out there. Now, I'll go through the list of the endless stuff that these guys have done well on their site, but I'll show you the testimonials first. So the second thing you see when you scroll down on that page after the landing page is just a block of testimonials. pictures, names, businesses, gives it credibility. They have personal testimonials so that the everyday person can connect with this and see that it's a good product. Then they also have large corporate testimonials, which are saying that these big reputable brands trust and like our service, so you probably will as well. It's just a really effective and powerful sales technique for any website. Now, the design and navigation of your web page is, as I said, is quite good. I think the designer definitely knew what they were doing. I think having these double navigation bars is a little confusing, but it's not in any way bad. The logo design's really cool. These pictures are great, and this slideshow is really fantastic. So it's a good job there. It isn't really laid out in a way that makes it conducive to selling online. It's, as I said, a brochure. It's a useful piece of information, but not an active part of your sales toolbox. So moving some of this stuff about is definitely a priority, and getting these testimonials into a more impactful spot is definitely going to increase your sales. Now, notice you've got a video here, and that's awesome. Videos are one of the best ways to draw attention to your site, keep people on the site, and just generally make them see that you're a serious business and that you're the one to go with. But it's hidden all the way down here. You have to click on a link to watch the video, and the link to the video is just right down the bottom of the page. Now, normally when you land on a page, there's about a 10-second window for someone to get interested, or they're going to move on. I mean, people have short attention spans, and if you don't get them in that 10 seconds, you might lose them. Now, video is one of the best ways to keep them on the page and just give out those business features and those customer benefits that people are looking for when they come to your site. So having it all the way down the bottom here, behind a link, isn't really maximizing its potential. Also, this page has no call to action buttons, except for this send inquiry form. Now, call to action buttons are big, bold, inviting buttons that do a number of things. Firstly, they get people involved in the site. The longer they're on the site, the longer they like your brand, the higher the chance that they're going to be one of your customers. But also, they should actively channel people down your sales funnel. So, getting them from a prospect to an interested prospect to eventually a customer. So you have some links to other things, view more, but these are small, underlined, old school links. They're not inviting buttons that really get people wanting to click them and move through your sales funnel. So this is something that Grasshopper has done well yet again. So when you land on their page, massive headline addresses the customer. The subheadline explains what the business does, but in relation to the customer. It's a customer benefit, not a business feature. Then they have some basic information, all in concise dot point format. So everything you need to know about the business is basically there in as little words as possible. Simple to use, people don't get bored, people don't get discouraged. They're happy to read the information there, and that information is enough to get them to click onto one of these 3 call to action buttons already there, presented to them. So if someone likes this straight away, they can go to pricing and sign up here and immediately become a customer. Maybe they want to find out a bit more. Well, for them, there's a massive call to action button right here. See how it works. When we click on that, another big headline that addresses the customer, another sub-headline that lists a kind of customer benefit. Really simple images, simple text. Go down, more testimonials. I mean, these guys really understand the power of that. And then some more call to action buttons, which is going to move them down the sales funnel towards the sign up. So the whole site, it acts quite cyclically. It always channels people towards that final sales page. Now, there are lots of links and things for us to click here, but none of them really do anything like that. It's just click here for some information, not click here to find out more and then move further along. So some compelling and active call to action buttons on your page will do wonders for your online sales. So that's just a really quick basic analysis for for wacontainerservices.com.au, and I wish you all the best in your future business ventures. Cheers.